Hey guys, this is Tyler, recording assignment number 2 on Total Retro about the game crash, home consoles, Nolan Bushnell. I'm just going to go kind of chronological order of the points that we're supposed to talk about. First is the home consoles' effect on arcade and arcade gaming. Well, obviously, home consoles, well, first they started off expensive. Nobody wanted to buy them, so it didn't really affect anyone at the beginning. But then it got to, you know, home consoles were becoming more popular. They were more easily accessible. Once they started more mass producing home consoles, people could afford to buy them. And then it was just kind of a matter of convenience. I mean, think about it. Would you rather sit at home, not have to do your hair or makeup, don't even have to put pants on, and you can play a fun game, where otherwise you'd have to go to an arcade to get a game or to play a game? It's just like it had the home convenience, and you could just kind of do whatever. And then they started getting a wider variety of games for home consoles, and you could get like multiple games per one console, whereas arcade games you had to move to every different machine to play a different arcade game. So that was how home consoles affected arcade gaming. Next, who was Nolan Bushnell and the effect that he had once he left Atari. Nolan Bushnell, founder of Atari, obviously. What I thought was kind of cool, just a little side note that I found in my information, that Atari is actually Japanese for check in the game Go, which Nolan Bushnell really liked to play. And it's just a funny little coincidence, I'm taking Japanese. But Nolan Bushnell, back to him, he was the genius behind Pong. In 1976, he sold Atari to Warner Brother Communications, but he was still the president of Atari at that time. He didn't actually leave Atari until I believe it was 1978 or 9. Because he didn't like the fact that Warner wanted Atari to enter the home computer market. And then apparently there was other little issues within the company for why he left, but he ended up leaving. And actually, in 2002, he made a website called uwink.com, which is a gaming site. And in 2010, actually, he rejoined Atari back in 2010. Little tidbit of information for you guys there. Next part, Activision, the game crash. Well, Atari didn't give credit to game designers and game programmers or pay royalties to their employees, which kind of ticked people off, as you can imagine. So in 1979, some employees broke off to make Activision. And Activision appealed against Atari in the gaming world. That's just how it goes. The thing I remember learning last year was also that that the people then who did get hired to program games are willing to do it for that cheap price, for no credit. So gaming quality at Atari really went down. A lot of gaming quality went down. And that's what really led to the crash. I mean, you had games like E.T. coming out, named worst game in history. When you have that happening, it's people don't want to play it. And it, became a crash. And that was how Activision was kind of a key role in the crash of 1983. Well, that's all for the questions. I'm going to put all the links to the websites that I found my info at. I'm going to put them in the description down there somewhere. And see you guys next assignment.